Okay, I've got Scarlett here. We're going to do just some very basic stage makeup. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, way more technical ways, but I think for this production, we just want to keep it simple. So just any type of foundation that is a little bit darker than her natural shade. The point of stage makeup is to have the features show up from stage. And so it shouldn't really look great in person up close, because the point is that you want to see all of her features while you're far away from the stage and with the stage lights on. And the reason we want to see her features and be able to see her eyes is because of all the expression that she's going to be doing while she's doing her acting. So technically, you want to usually be using a pancake foundation, or some of the ones that you would do with like a cream base, but this is not a long production, and I think that this liquid will last just fine. So I'm not going to do a ton, but just a light. And we also want the boys to be wearing at least a little bit of makeup, because we want to see them and get the benefit of their facial expressions and things on stage too. So with Scarlett, I'll probably do a little bit darker lips and cheeks, because she'll feel comfortable with that. If you have a child who is a little uncomfortable with makeup, we can just do a little bit more nudes and stuff. But even just this little bit really makes a big difference from on stage. So the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of bringing out her eyebrows. Not a ton. I am just using a brown eyeshadow with one of these brushes, and all I'm doing is I'm not going to make her eyebrows any bigger than they normally are, but I'm just making sure they're a little bit darker than normal so that we can see them, especially when her eyebrows are going to be moving up and down as she's making jokes or saying lots of fun lines. Seeing her eyebrows will really add a lot to what she's saying. Okay, the hardest part is eyeliner. For the boys, or maybe children who feel a little bit uncomfortable, do what they will let you do, but the eyeliner is really what brings out the eyes. A lot of times children aren't used to how it feels putting this on. Scarlett struggles a little bit. So we'll do the best we can. Sometimes when you're doing stage makeup for eyeliner, like I know for ballet, if you're in a very large theater, you sometimes over exaggerate the lines outside of where they actually are. I think for this production, we're just going to actually do the eyeliner kind of where it belongs. So I'm going to start on the bottom, and Scarlett's going to be really rough, but she's going to be good. I'm going to have you look up at the ceiling. Yeah, and don't worry. Just a little bit. We're going to go in her. I like to do a really sharp pencil. Take a breath. And try to make it just be as quick as possible, because she doesn't like this part. I usually like to do this first, so we just get it over with.
Put it in my eye.
And it's okay. Whatever we make a mistake, now we're going to do the top, which is easy. Whatever we make a mistake with, we can fix with a makeup wipe. I am going to kind of wing it out a little bit extra beyond her eye, just so that it kind of shows up a little better on stage, but she shouldn't feel like it's too exaggerated. Just a little bit. Good. And then a little bit down. Okay, so we can do makeup wipe.
Egyptian.
Well, you might feel that way in person, but from the stage, it's actually not so much. That's the point now. Look up a little bit. Don't worry, this is not going to be on your eye. I'm just going to kind of clean that up just a little bit.
Oh, that looks way better.
A little bit better. Okay. Close your eyes. So yeah, I think those little wings that go out just a little bit. And this just easy eyeliner is pretty forgiving if you need it to be. But honestly, you're not going to see all these little details on stage, so even if it's not perfect, the point is just to be able to actually see the outline of your eyes. Okay.
This side is like really.
We're going to do a little bit more here because we
No.
erased it. Ready? Look up and just do it really fast. Open. It's not perfect, but I'm going to say it's good enough. So we'll keep working on it. Okay, so then I'm going to do, if you have it, don't stress if you don't, but if you have it, I get a little bit of bronzer. And I just kind of put that around a little bit too, just to help make her foundation just a little bit darker so that we really don't have her washed out with the stage lights. So, okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of, do you want to do your mascara yourself?
Yeah,
You're actually, if you have a child who is not used to putting on mascara,
I'm using this.
I'm going to do your other eye just for maybe children who aren't used to. The best way to do it is to just hold the mascara in place and then just tell them to blink. Blink. This is how you used to do it, Scar, before you did your own makeup. But that's kind of an easy way to do it for children that aren't used to putting on mascara, such as maybe the boys. Now, I think that it's possible that some of the boys maybe don't want to wear mascara. I would say if everyone does it, nobody has to feel uncomfortable about it. But I think the most important thing is the eyeliner. And if you're going to put that on, you might as well put on the mascara. But this is just a nice rosy blush. Ben Nye is a great brand, but don't go out and buy anything you don't already have. Ben Nye is a good stage brand, but anything kind of that'll just be red and rosy. And I'm gonna do more than I would if she was just doing her makeup normally because I want it to show up really well on stage. But that still like looks nice.
My face is already really red on stage.
Oh, and then the last thing is like a little bit of like a brown eyeshadow if you want to, just to kind of help. If you really want to get into it, you could put a little bit of highlighter up above this brown. But what this does is it just really makes her eyes show up better on the stage. And it doesn't even look that weird. I think for this production, she's pretty much done. The last thing is, especially for those who feel comfortable, a nice dark red lipstick. This one is like, it's called the Superstay Matte Ink. This one's nice because it won't, once it's on, it'll kind of stay on all night and it won't smudge or get messed up with her costume changes. You're gonna want to make your lips a little bit tight. Yep, just like that. But if you don't have one that's like this, it's totally fine. And I think this is gonna be really dark for maybe boys or children who feel uncomfortable with makeup. And so even if you did like a nude or a lighter color, boys, I think, look fine when you do a nude. They won't feel like they're wearing too much lipstick, but it definitely, like, this is a nice color that I would maybe put on maybe a boy. But Scarlett's all about the lips, right? And then for, I mean, most of us know this, but I would say if when she's done, before it sets and dries, we're gonna have her stick her thumb in her mouth to pull any of it out that would get on her teeth. And we're kind of just trying to do this quick, so this might be not our very best. That's pretty good. Okay, now you're gonna rub your lips together first. And then stick your finger in.
Thick.
Now it'll get everything off that would have gotten on your teeth so that it doesn't get on your teeth. And like I said, if we need to just do a little touch up. But then this will dry and then it won't budge for the rest of the night. I forgot to grab it, but if you have it, no need to buy it just for this, but if you have like a setting spray, it's kind of like hairspray for your face.
Ew.
Close your eyes and you just kind of a quick, and that'll kind of help everything kind of stay on for the night. And that's, I think, some really good stage makeup. So if we were to imagine you far, far, far away.
Don't want me to walk backwards?
Like we can see parts of your face that we wouldn't see if we're, a few rows back from the stage. So There we go.